What is going on, guys? My name is Josh Keatley. I want to say happy Memorial Day to everybody. As you know, I am a veteran. I was in the Army, was in Iraq in 2004. So I might as well go ahead and tell an Army story today. Now, I already talked in one of my YouTube videos about one of the most scariest times of my life when I almost died in Iraq. But I think today I'm going to tell you about another time I almost died. So I want to tell you about the first time I ever got hit by an IED, an explosive device. We was going on a convoy, I was a truck driver there. I remember the convoy briefing. They said it was a little dangerous. It was around some kind of religious holiday. I forget exactly what it was at the moment. But we was going over the Tigris River. I hope I said that right. And we was in the truck. I remember thinking that it is a little dangerous around this area, and I went ahead and put on my sunglasses just in case. And sure enough, we just crossed over the bridge, and a little bit on the other side, just heard this really loud boom, and all the glass in the truck shattered out. Like, I was just kind of in shock. Like, I didn't even realize what happened. It took me a little bit to process what just happened. And the NCO, he was driving. He was like an E6 at the time, and I was like E2 private. And he was kind of in shock too. And he looked over me. He's like, "You all right?" And as soon as he looked over and saw me, he did a "oh my god" type of look on his face, like put his hands right up to his face, with this "oh my god" look. And I knew my face hurt a little bit, and I looked down and I was dripping blood from my face. And like, his look on his face really like scared me more than anything. I thought maybe my face was missing. I didn't know. And we kept driving. Like, that's what we're really supposed to do when we hit a roadside bomb or something, get out of the kill zone, they call it. So he kept driving until the truck wouldn't drive anymore. The truck was pretty tore up, just got blown up. So, and like every piece of glass in there, came out of the windows, scattered. So some was like kind of like in my forehead area too, like underneath my Kevlar. And my truck driver, he was fine. He didn't have anything wrong. So we were only like the second truck in the convoy. So there was just two trucks, right there. The Humvee that was in front of us, which was an Air Force gun truck at the time, and thankfully they had a combat lifesaver, which is on. You got usually a couple every convoy, every so many trucks, and he immediately like bandaged me up and everything, and there was while he was bandaging me up, there was a lot of gunfire going in the back. For some reason, the truck behind us immediately stopped, when the roadside bomb went off. Even though that's not what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to keep driving, but people panic. People, don't know how to react in that situation. So they stopped, and there was a lot of gunfire going on. And so I knew I was all right. I was getting bandaged up and everything. I was really worried about everybody else back in the rear. Did anybody get shot? Did anybody else get hurt in the blast? I wasn't sure what was going on there. And finally, everybody else caught up with us, after the firing stopped. And after the Air Force guy got me all bandaged up, another guy that was a combat lifesaver for our, in our company, he took a look at me and everything, and he wanted to take a look at the cut. So, he took off the bandage and took some more glass that was like out of my like Kevlar and stuff. And uh like, we just got done getting shot at, so I wasn't really allowed to take my Kevlar off. Probably wasn't safe to. So he tried to just scoot the Kevlar up and try to get some of the glass pieces like out of my hair and out of my kind of stuck in my forehead. And he cleaned the cut up just a little bit more. So I had the Air Force combat lifesaver clean it up, and then he cleaned it up even more, and he just put a band-aid over top of it. So it wasn't really that bad of a cut. And it took them a long time to figure out what to do with the truck. We had like a tow truck, luckily, on the convoy with us, and So we had to ride with somebody else. We was heading to Baghdad base at the time, and went there, went to the hospital stuff, and they, was able to take all my gear off there, and they pulled a couple more pieces of glass like from my forehead, and when they were done with the cut too, it was already cleaned up really good, but they attempted to clean it up a little more, and they just did the same thing, put a band-aid over top the cut. So it wasn't too bad at all. So that was the first time I got hit by an IED, and a couple months down the road, I did get hit by another IED. But this video is already getting kind of long. I'll tell that story another time. So to kind of finish what happened with the first ID, we went to the hospital in Baghdad. Like I said, they got me all fixed up and everything. And the paperwork that they had, my NCO gave that paperwork to another NCO to make copies, so I can put in the paperwork for my Purple Heart. And that other NCO that was supposed to make copies, he lost that paperwork. So, I was pretty upset by that. We went back to Baghdad. We was like, no big deal, we'll just get another copy and be on our way. And the hospital there in Baghdad said that they don't keep any records. Like, okay, great. So, there's the paperwork for my Purple Heart just gone out the window. And the second time, I got hurt, that I'm going to tell in a later story, I definitely made sure to make extra copies. I even sent copies home to my parents and stuff, to put in that Purple Heart. When we got back to Germany, I remember me and this other girl, we both kind of laughed about how we both got injured twice, and we both had two Purple Hearts. She got shot once, and she got blown up another time. So she got injured twice, I got injured twice. And when we got back to Germany, they were handing out all the awards and the Purple Hearts and stuff like that. And she got her Purple Heart, but I never got mine. And a couple of different people got Purple Heart. Forgetting we had quite a few people get injured in our company. And I was pretty upset that I didn't get a Purple Heart. And sometimes I feel like I really don't deserve it. Because some people get like seriously injured. People lose arms, legs. Get shot. People get seriously wounded. And where I only got a cut, and I'll just tell you the second time I, had a ruptured eardrum, and had headaches for a while, which isn't, a really serious injury. I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, I don't really deserve a Purple Heart. Like, I remember one time, one of my buddies, in real life, I used to drink with ever since I was a little kid. He got injured in the army, like injured, was in the hospital for a while, and he was mad when he found out that I got a Purple Heart, just for a little cut on my face. And like he was like seriously upset about it, and I had to explain to him that nah, I never actually received my Purple Heart. So I mean, it's just instance like that, I feel like Purple Heart should be reserved for people that get seriously injured, people that are hospitalized, people that get shot, like. So I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I, keep trying, put in the paperwork for my Purple Heart? Should I just let it go? It was real good telling the story. I want to tell you some other time about the other time I got hit by an IED. And thank you guys so much for listening. And you guys have a really great day today. Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about a time that I almost died in real life when I was in Iraq. And I almost died, at least 3 times in Iraq. And I'm gonna talk to you about my craziest time. Probably the most scariest point in my life ever.